Guys, I'm going to split this video into two parts. The first part, I'm going to be congratulating the 2025 Ballon d'Or winner, Ousmane Dembele. And the second part, I'm going to be criticizing, and this is the more interesting part of the video, I'm going to be criticizing the 2025 Ballon d'Or rankings, of course. So if you're ready for that, make sure to watch this video till the end, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and now let's get started. So guys, Ousmane Dembele wins the 2025 Ballon d'Or. Now, the first thing that comes in mind is that Ousmane Dembele won the Ballon d'Or before the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Vini Jr., Lewandowski. Like, he won the Ballon d'Or. Can you believe this for a little second, that this has actually happened? That this dude, who was an average player, was nowhere to be seen in the Ballon d'Or, like not even close to winning the Ballon d'Or, won the Ballon d'Or before all these players who were so close to winning the Ballon d'Or. That's the first thing that comes in mind. That how the heck did Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, Vini Jr., all these players did not win the Ballon d'Or, and Ousmane Dembele won the Ballon d'Or first? Like, it doesn't come in mind. It still doesn't. We all knew that the performance that he was putting with PSG, of course, we all knew that this dude is gonna win the Ballon d'Or. Especially when they won the Champions League, we all knew that this guy has the Ballon d'Or in his hands. He just doesn't. It just doesn't appear in his hands, but he has it. But the fact that yesterday he finally won it, it doesn't make sense. Okay, it doesn't make sense. I'm not criticizing. I'm not like hating on him or anything. But yeah, I mean, he deserved it because the performance that he put. I'm just saying that. How the heck did he win the Ballon d'Or before all those players that I just mentioned? Please tell me in the comments, okay? But listen, the dude started his career at Rennes and then went to Borussia Dortmund and then Barcelona. That sloppy presentation that he had at Barcelona, doing flicks that he can't even do them. We all saw those clips on Instagram and everywhere. The presentation that he had at the Camp Nou. And then the last season, in the 23-24 season, he leaves Barcelona in the mid-season to join PSG. And then actually Barcelona meet PSG in the Champions League quarterfinals. He scores in both legs, knocking Barcelona off the Champions League. And then last season with PSG, he goes on to win the treble. Now, before that, he was an average player. We all know this, guys. He was a normal player, just like anyone else, a winger who is scoring. Sometimes he doesn't score, sometimes he assists, sometimes he doesn't. Last season, 52 appearances, 35 goals, 16 assists, treble, actually the quadruple, not the treble, the quadruple, and I can even say the pentuple or whatever it's called, 5 trophies if we include the UEFA Super Cup, and then the Ballon d'Or. Guys, what a journey. From being an average player, coming up with injuries every single time, underperformance, not playing at the full potential. And this is the reason why sometimes when players leave a club, it's like they're going to succeed or they're going to be 10 times worse or they're going to be 10 times better. In terms of Ousmane Dembele, when he left Barcelona to go to PSG, he unlocked his full potential and he became 10 times better. Okay? 10 times better than when he was at Barcelona. So that's the reason why Barcelona was just not the place for him, but PSG was the place for him. He won the treble. He won everything. He was looking for the Champions League with Barcelona. He wasn't able to grab it. Went to PSG, won the treble, won the quadruple, won all the trophies that they can, except for the Club World Cup, and won the Ballon d'Or before Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. Like, it still doesn't make any sense. But yeah, he won the Ballon d'Or. I really congratulate him. And what a journey it is. What a journey for the Frenchman. What a journey. Congratulations, bro. You deserved it. And guys, now it's time to criticize the rankings of the Ballon d'Or 2025. Guys, let me just start listing the Ballon d'Or from the 15th place, and then we're going to work our way to the top, and then I'm going to tell you what the criticism is, okay? 15th is Victor Gyökeres. 14th is Desiree Doué. 13th is Harry Kane. 12th, it's Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. Until now, guys, I can agree. I totally agree with the rankings until now, until the 12th place. But after this is when the mess starts to, erupt. 11th is Pedri. Now, I can agree with this. Okay, I can kind of agree with this, but placing Pedri 11th and placing Cole Palmer at number 8, this is when I start to see that these people, I don't know how they do this, but placing Pedri 11th and then placing Cole Palmer 8th, what did Cole Palmer do? This is what I'm asking you guys. What did Cole Palmer do that he deserved the 8th spot in the Ballon d'Or ranking? What did he do? In fact, Cole Palmer last season, there was like a huge goal drought that he had in the Premier League and other competitions. Then I said that this dude is what is this dude doing? He had like 15 goals and like 11 assists, as I remember. But guys, and Pedri, of course, I know that he didn't have that many numbers. But guys, there's something called consistency. There's something called impact. The Ballon d'Or is won by impact. And this is the reason why even defenders can win the Ballon d'Or. Because if they perform well, if no one gets past you in the whole season, you can win the Ballon d'Or. If great tackles are made, that's why, and there's a lot of great defenders out there in the past years that have won the Ballon d'Or. And some have even come close, like Virgil van Dijk in 2019. He came close to winning the Ballon d'Or. He just didn't win it. That's it. So this is the reason why I think that Pedri, bro, you're putting Pedri at number 11. He controlled the game last season, controlled the tempo. He was like balling out there, just like mini Iniesta, we can say. Mini Iniesta was in Barcelona last season, Pedri. And then you're putting him at 11th place. And Cole Palmer, who had a huge goal drought, who only scored like 2 goals in the final of the Club World Cup, and what I think that those performances were the ones who put this dude in the 8th position. Well, if it's only these 2 performances, then it's like these are idiots who are making these lists. Okay, these are idiots because just 2 good performances in finals. In the Conference League final, as we all know, he provided 2 assists, and then in the Club World Cup final, 2 goals and 1 assist. If this is the thing that's putting him in the 8th position, then it doesn't make any sense. Because we're looking at the whole package. If we look at the whole package, then Pedri had the best season ever. I can say that. Not that many numbers as Cole Palmer. Okay, I agree with that. But guys, Pedri was a baller. He was controlling everything in Barcelona. And as I said, even defenders have won the Ballon d'Or. If you're a midfielder, it's not that only numbers matter. It matters how you control the game and everything. And Pedri was doing all that. What did Cole Palmer do with Chelsea? What did he do? This is the first controversy, guys. This is the first criticism that I'm pretty sure that no one, even Real Madrid fans, can say that Pedri actually deserved a higher ranking in the Ballon d'Or. Okay? And then, of course, Nuno Mendes, Gianluigi Donnarumma, Cole Palmer, which I don't know how he got there. But Gianluigi Donnarumma, I think that Nuno Mendes should be above Gianluigi Donnarumma, but that's not a problem. That's not a problem, okay? And after that, Kylian Mbappe in the 7th place, I totally agree with that. Even though he only won the UEFA Super Cup with Real Madrid, scoring a goal in that. But also he had a very good debut season with Real Madrid, surpassing even Cristiano Ronaldo's debut season record of goals and everything. So he deserved to be in there. 6th is Achraf Hakimi. I can see that. But now, guys, this is where everything starts to change. Pedri and Cole Palmer, as I said, that was the first criticism. How the heck did Pedri not get in the top 10? And how did Cole Palmer get in the top 10? Here, guys, this dude, RAPHINHA, was actually the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. He's placed 5th in the Ballon d'Or ranking. Can you believe this? RAPHINHA. And above him, look at who's above him. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah, all that he got last season was a Premier League, the top scorer of the Premier League, the top assist provider in the Premier League. Like, it's all Premier League, nowhere else. No FA Cup, no Carabao Cup. In fact, he played a final in the Carabao Cup against Newcastle, lost to them. He played, Liverpool ended their journey in the Champions League in the round of 16 versus PSG, in which Mohamed Salah didn't have a single goal contribution in both legs, and he is placed above RAPHINHA. Mohamed Salah last season had 34 goals and 23 assists. And RAPHINHA had 34 goals and 22 assists. Like, it's only like a one goal contribution difference between those two. But you know what, guys? We're looking at something called impact to your team. Did Mohamed Salah had that much of an impact to the team? RAPHINHA, when they got knocked out by Inter Milan, he had scored goals in those two legs. He had provided assists in those two legs. What did Mohamed Salah do when they were being knocked out by PSG at their own home Anfield? What did he do? What did he do in the final of the Carabao Cup? What did RAPHINHA scored in the final versus Real Madrid? I think he scored in the both those finals versus Real Madrid. The Super Cup final and the Copa del Rey final. He scored in those two big finals versus Real Madrid. He even scored in the semifinals of the UEFA Champions League. Like, what did this guy do to not deserve a spot in the top 3 of the Ballon d'Or? I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Just one goal contribution. Mohamed Salah has more. And then you're putting him above RAPHINHA? Like, what impact? Like, someone please just tell me, what impact did Mohamed Salah have that much to Liverpool? Then RAPHINHA. RAPHINHA had so much impact to Barcelona. 50 plus goal contributions. And you're placing him 5th. I'm pretty sure that even the Real Madrid fans are shocked to see this. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, what? You're putting RAPHINHA as 5th? It didn't make any sense, guys. It'll never make sense. And then above him, of course, Mohamed Salah. Above him, Vitinha, Lamine Yamal, and Ousmane Dembele. Vitinha is 3rd, and Lamine Yamal is 2nd. Lamine Yamal, who had lower numbers than RAPHINHA, is 2nd and had an impact. I'm not saying that he didn't have an impact to Barcelona's success last season, except for not winning the Champions League. But RAPHINHA had a better impact to the club, and he should be above Lamine Yamal. And you know what, guys? There are so much words that I can say. It's just going to make the video too much long. So I'm just going to end the video now, guys. I mean, there's nothing else to say. I mean, RAPHINHA was robbed, in my opinion. You don't give him the Ballon d'Or, but just put him in a place that he deserves to be. The 5th place is not where he deserves to be, guys. RAPHINHA was a monster last season. In finals, he was a monster. In big games, he was a monster. When the team needed him, he stepped up. And then you're putting him in the 5th place. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And Pedri, of course, in the 11th place. But anyways, guys, that was the video for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you on the next video.